The graphic novel depicts that time with so much energy. You see the youth, the friendship.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into someone whose story, well, it's as complex as his music. We're talking Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., Lil Wayne.
Right.
You know, some figures, especially in music, they don't just make hits, they change the game. And their backstories, often way more going on than you see on the surface.
Definitely.
And our source for this deep dive is pretty unique, actually. It's an excerpt from a graphic novel, Lil Wayne, orbiting a hip-hop icon, which gives us this fresh visual way in. Okay, let's unpack this, see what a graphic novel tells us.
Yeah, it's a really smart choice for Wayne, I think. Because a graphic novel, it's not just pictures with text. It uses that visual language to get across the feeling, the impact, the sheer energy of his whole journey. Stuff that plain text sometimes struggles with.
Like capturing the vibe, almost.
Exactly. It's like a really dynamic way in. It shows you the highs graphically and the tough challenges, too. It makes it feel immediate.
Absolutely. So, our mission today, pull out the key stuff from this graphic novel. We want to trace Wayne's path, from being this kid in New Orleans to a global force in music, and really try to get a handle on how his musical innovation and his personal struggles kind of mesh together. Understand the whole orbit, like the title says.
The whole picture, got it.
So let's start at the beginning. The roots. The graphic novel really puts you there. Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., growing up in New Orleans, paints this picture of a kid just like soaked in music from day one. You can almost see the drawings, him taking in the city's sounds, lyrics, already buzzing.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is how the novel shows those early connections. Like they were almost meant to be.
Yeah.
It visually highlights that moment he gets discovered by Birdman, Brian Williams, and then hooking up with Cash Money Records.
A huge moment.
Huge. And the graphic novel doesn't just show it as a deal, it frames it more like a foundational thing.
Yeah.
Birdman's mentorship is almost parental in the depiction. And that becomes the launch pad. It shows how that raw talent found the structure it needed. It's really portrayed as critical.
And that structure, that platform, it didn't take long for things to ignite, right? He got big recognition with the Hot Boys.
Oh, absolutely. The graphic novel depicts that time with so much energy. You see the youth, the friendship, the raw talent just bursting out. It makes it clear that this group's success wasn't just a side project, it was vital. Showcase his lyrical skills early on, set him up for going solo.
So he hones his craft there in that group dynamic. Then the graphic novel shows him stepping out, making that move to go solo.
Yeah.
And that's where things get really interesting, isn't it? Transitioning from the group to carving out his own totally unique space.
And it wasn't just, okay, I'm solo now. The book shows it as this constant, restless evolution. He's always changing.
Right.
It's not just about the hits it chronicles. It tries to visually capture him experimenting. You might get panels of him in the studio, like physically wrestling with sounds, pushing things. And it really drives home how he helped shape modern hip-hop sound. Not just writing ways, but making them, altering the whole course.
How does it depict that shaping, though? Like, what specifically?
Well, one thing it really emphasizes visually is his pioneering use of auto-tune. Not just fixing notes, but using it like an effect.
Ah, okay, as an instrument itself.
Exactly, like a texture, a melodic thing woven into his voice. You can almost imagine the art showing sound waves shimmering with that, that distinct metallic quality he brought to it.
That makes sense visually. And what about lyrically? Because his wordplay, the density of it, felt so different at the time.
Oh, definitely. The graphic novel really plays that up. It might use visuals like overlapping speech bubbles or words breaking apart and reforming.
Well, interesting.
To show those complex internal rhyme schemes he was doing, weaving rhymes inside the line, not just at the end. Super intricate for the time.
Yeah, that multisyllabic stuff.
Right. That, plus his unique flow kind of slurring syllables, those ad-libs becoming hooks, it created this sonic fingerprint. The book suggests it forced others to step up their game lyrically. He was setting the trends.
It really makes you think about the ripple effect, doesn't it? His evolution wasn't just personal, it changed the whole genre's playbook.
Totally.
His influence, as shown in the book, just spread everywhere, inspired so many artists. It makes you wonder, what would hip-hop sound like now without him?
It's a valid question, a huge impact.
But the graphic novel doesn't just stick to the highlights, it goes into the shadows too. It gives a pretty stark look at his struggles.
Yeah, it doesn't shy away.
It shifts from the musical highs to the real personal battles. A reminder that even these huge figures face, well, immense difficulties.
For sure. And the source details how varied these struggles were. Personal hardships may be shown with darker colors, significant legal issues depicted perhaps with images of courtrooms, swirling papers, and serious health scares. Maybe visuals showing vulnerability, internal struggle.
Right. These weren't small things.
No, not at all. They were major public challenges under a huge spotlight, enough to derail anyone.
Yeah.
And the graphic novel sort of implies or connects how these outside pressures and internal fights often go hand in hand with that kind of intense creative drive. Shows the heavy cost behind the music.
So the struggles become part of his story, not separate from it. But what's really striking is how the book shows his creativity. It didn't shut down. It almost seemed fueled by it all.
Exactly. That resilience.
Artists kept pushing forward.
It raises a really interesting point, doesn't it? The graphic novel illustrates this powerful, almost unstoppable need to create.
Yeah.
You might see panels of him, like hunched over a mic. Maybe the background is chaotic, showing his anxieties, but he's still writing, still recording.
Using it as an outlet.
More than an outlet, maybe. Almost a sanctuary. A way to fight back against the chaos. Like, the book visually emphasizes how during those big legal battles around Ty Carter III,
Okay, that was intense.
instead of stopping him, that pressure seemed to unleash this huge wave of output. Like he was channeling all that stress directly into the music.
Wow.
It's this incredible picture of art being both an escape and this powerful engine pushing him past breaking points.
That's an extraordinary way to frame resilience. Taking that immense pressure and turning it into more creativity makes you really appreciate the kind of inner strength that takes, not just surviving, but creating through it.
Definitely.
Okay, so as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, let's just quickly recap what this graphic novel helped us uncover about Lil Wayne's journey.
Yeah, let's bring it together.
We saw his New Orleans beginnings, that early pull towards music, then the huge discovery by Birdman, Cash Money exploding.
Like the foundation.
His game-changing solo evolution, how he literally reshaped hip-hop's sound, and then the deep personal struggles he navigated, often turning them into, well, creative fire.
And that really highlights why looking at his story this way through an accessible medium like a graphic novel is so valuable. It's not just dates and facts.
No.
For you listening, getting this richer yet still concise view of an icon like Wayne. It offers more than just trivia.
What does it offer then?
It gives you, I think, a better feel for that complex mix where someone comes from, the chances they get, their own genius, and just sheer determination, how all that shapes a legend. And crucially, how art can be both the result of overcoming challenges and the way you overcome them.
That's a really powerful takeaway. It's a compelling narrative. So here's something to think about. Considering Lil Wayne's massive, undeniable impact on music, an impact he made while facing down serious personal and legal fights, what does his story really tell us? About the true cost, maybe, but also the driving force behind that kind of sustained creative genius. Not just in music, but, in any field.
It's a heavy question.
It really makes you pause, doesn't it? Think about the unseen struggles and that inner fire that pushes people to do extraordinary things. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
We hope you'll keep exploring these stories and looking for those deeper layers.
Grab Orbit, Lil Wayne, by Darren G. Davis, now on sale for $8.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.